to the van build walkthrough. The long-awaited video is here, and I'm so excited to show you what all that hard work has turned into. So we'll start in the back because, yeah, that's where we're starting. And one of my favorite features is the porthole window, which you saw me install. It's actually a window, and it just adds a nice little element there that you can kind of peek out of and check the waves or the weather. And I made this little cover for it. Literally it's made out of cardboard, and I spray painted it and then glued fabric on the front, and it's kind of peeling off, but here we are. So that just goes in, just kind of stays in right there. And then back here we have a little shelf and some paneling, little cubby right here, and that's like where some wax goes and sunscreen and stuff. And then on this side of the door we have just a piece of plywood. This is an unfinished painting that I need to finish, and I'm gonna do that soon as well. And then here's some hooks for extra storage. Here is my Stanley water jug. It's a 2-gallon water jug that is insulated so it keeps water cool, and this is super nice because then I just have easy access to water right here whenever I need it. So also back here we have the cooking zone. So underneath the couch bed we have a 3-foot drawer. In here the stove and fuel is stored. Boom, stove ready to make you dinner. I think that concludes the back of my van tour. I really wanted a couch bed, but I really didn't want an accordion bed like you see in a lot of vans and that I've done vans in the past, so I wanted to do something different. This bed actually folds over, which I'll show you in a second, but first, underneath the couch we have these 2 locking drawers, and these actually have little locks on the front so I can lock stuff in there like electronics. Also under the couch is my Dometic Cool Max CD20 drawer fridge. And I was a little bit skeptical about the drawer fridge because it was a bit pricey, but honestly, taking it on this last trip we just went on and not having to deal with a cooler and all the water that comes from putting ice in a cooler and everything, like, this thing is so handy. I love it, and that's my fridge. This is reading my voltage for the battery, so you can see it's at 14.3 right now. And this switch actually switches the fridge on and off. And then we also have USB plugs. And then this is for the inverter, and this switches the inverter on. Down here is the inverter, and so this is the only place to plug in 120. So like I can plug my computer into here, which is actually nice that it's up here, because then if I'm working in the front seat, I can just plug it in here as well. And then this is my little subterranean zone that I built, and this is super nice for storing shoes, etc. This is the coin flooring. Coming around to the cabinet counter section, this acts as a nice counter surface for cooking, and then this is a little slide out desk for working. So this is super nice for computer or cutting vegetables or whatever you're gonna cut or cook on. When we recently went on a van trip, was storing all of the kitchen supplies down here, and all of these cubbies are just super nice for extra storage. So I was putting my clothes in here, Corey's clothes were in here, and then food was down in this zone. Another storage feature we added in is just this little net up here, and I was able to put extra clothes, towels, stuff up here. I couldn't figure out how to panel these windows, so I ended up just gluing this kind of tropical leaf fabric over it, which I'm kind of happy about. I like the way that it looks. Here's my little light switch hidden back behind the couch, and the lights turn on and they're dimmable, which is really nice. I also have these Max Air dome fans, and I basically just push it up, and one of them, this sucks air out, and then this kind of brings air in, and it creates this cool draft right here, which is nice. All right, I'll flip the bed over to show you how we sleep. Okay, so this is what the bed looks like without the cushions that we made, and basically it has this piano hinge on here, and that's how it folds over and rests on this ledge. And I got this idea from Solid Wood Worx YouTube on a Promaster City build he did. So this makes the bed able to sleep too. and plus a dog. I did custom cut these cushions out of foam that I bought at a hardware store. It's not the nicest foam ever, but it did the job for now. And this is how you sleep. So this is the door that we kind of decided to block off with the build. It's not really one to use because all of our electrical is down here. This is the bed platform and it just flips up. And all of the electrical is down here with easy access, and our battery box and everything is down here. So everything is accessible, which is really nice if we ever need to change anything or modify it or access the electrical. Last but not least is my garage up here. The Thule is, it's an adventurer. It's a big one. So it fits like my 7-foot surfboard, which is super nice, as well as pairs of skis. So I can put wetsuit surfboards up there. On top of that's the solar panel so that it saves space. So that on the other side of the rack, we can fit longboards up there. So yeah, I'd say we're ready for adventure. So my friend Sean did a lot of the woodworking and everything. I just kind of like watched and helped. And he did all this amazing paneling with the cedar, which turned out super great, as well as the carpentry for all these cabinets. So definitely couldn't have done this without help, but I am just like so stoked it's done and it's ready in time for summer, which was the goal. Yeah, it all paid off. Thanks so much for watching my van walkthrough. Let me know if you have any questions, and like and subscribe to see more van adventures. Okay, bye.